Hey y'all. Hey everybody. Child, let's get into it. Okay. So, welcome to our Thursday night live for Married at First Sight. There are 74 of you on this live right now. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all, please go ahead and like the live because y'all know we're going to have a good time. Y'all know we're going to speak our speech. Y'all know we're going to get into it as we get into it. But before we do that, let me speak to y'all. Hey, DMV sister. Hey, Gwen Cook. Hey, Woosai. Hey, Terry. Hey, Michelle Bird. Hey, Rhonda Reed. Hey, Christina Ambrose. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Angelia. Hey, Danny. Hey, Irene 7312000. Okay, girl, get into it. Okay. Hey, Berta. Hey, Summer. Hey, Sister Girl Speaks. Hey, Angel in Disguise. Hey, Jay. Hey, Lizzie CT. Hey, TV Views. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Amanda. Hold on, let me go on down. Hey, Valisa. Hey, Center Stage with Gigi. Hey, moving right along. Hey, T Patrice. Listen, T. I had to go ahead and put your comment up right away. Okay. I had to put it up ASAP. ASAP. Shout out to T.I. I had to go ahead and put it up because I just got through refreshing myself on the after party. Mark, Steve, Elijah Basura. Okay, trash, trash across the board. Nobody held his feet to the fire. Nobody held him accountable. Mark, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. You always look shocked. Okay, you're a shocked lie during this dang on after party. Child, we're gonna get into this comment, but first, let me continue speaking. Cause child, they rubbed me all the wrong way on this after party. Hey, Dr. Ivy Pearl. Hey, Sam. Hey, Shay Bay 22. Child, I said, are we gonna hold him accountable at all? Hey, Tracy White. Hey, TT. Hey, A Pink J. Hey, Cool Mama. Hey, KDH. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Dayana. Hey, Rubenza. I hope I said that right. Hey, Starseed 97. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Sheila. Hey, K Cool. Hey, Charity. Hey, Betsy You. Hey, M Sake. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Isaac. Hey, Tarsha Love. Hey, Nicole Garrett. Hey, L Dub. Hey, Quinn. Child, we going to get into it. So there are 250 of you on this live. Welcome, 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 everyone. Hey, Omar. Hey, D038. We are going to get into our live so we can get into it as we get into it. Y'all know it's a school night, honey. Y'all know I'm long-winded and y'all know I'm going to tell y'all it's an hour, but y'all know I'm a lie. Okay? I'm lying. Just like Elijah wanna be lying, just like Jasmine be lying, just like Noah be lying. I be lying, child. So, child, let's get into this comment. Okay. So, T. Patrice, you started me off right. Okay. You started me off right. Hey, feel good. Hey, Jamie. Okay, because hey, Monique, because this right here, I couldn't wait for somebody to bring up this after party. Because after the show is the after party. Okay. And the fact that nobody said anything to speak to how disrespectful Olajuwon was to not only Dr. Pepper in his speak, but also how intimidated Katina looked as she sat there and allowed him to speak his speech all over her while she looks like she has 5 kids, hasn't slept in 15 days, and hasn't taken a drink of water in years, ain't combed her hair in 3 months. She looked disheveled, upset, down, like it was a mess. Okay. They asked Mark. Okay, well, Keisha Knight Pulliam. Shout out to Keisha. She asked Mark, hey Kenya K. She asked Mark if Elijah Wan did something like how did he respond or no, she asked him, do you feel like Elijah Wan belittles Katina? Mark and his eyes popping and his lips busting. Shout out to Nene Leaks. He gonna have enough nerve to say, well, no, I mean, I think that he's just passionate. And I mean, it might come across, but he's never belittled her. Oh, okay, well, if that's the case, then Lindsay never belittles you. She's just passionate because her and Elijah Wan are one and the same. What the hell are you talking about, Mark? Talking about, oh, yeah, I mean, no, he doesn't belittle her. I mean, he's very passionate. He'll tell you in a minute, this is who I am. What are you talking about? Hey, JoJo. Hey, Brittany. Absolutely not. Okay, absolutely not, Mark. See, this is the thing. I know they get on these shows and they formulate these relationships and they're friends to the end. After they all get divorced, honey, they taking trips together and hanging out and whatnot. Mark, cut the crap. Okay. He belittles her. So I know you're probably a little bit scared of Elijah. You see his neck tattoo and whatnot, but go ahead and speak your speech. It's okay. Okay. The after party is a safe space. He will be your friend at the end of this. I know you want everybody to like you. Moving on over to you, Steve. No jobs. The fact that Steve sat there and said that the only expectation of Elijah is for him to speak to Katina better, I was like, all right, Steve, now I thought you had half the sense that God gave a goose. And Steve's rebuttal to if he belittled Katina was, well, I feel like he's very passionate and I feel like he understands that the expectations that he has of her to, keep the home and to cook and to clean and to do all of these things. He understands now that his expectation is to come at her a little better. Steve, what in the hell are you talking about? So she gotta cook, clean, birth the babies, change her wig, don't wear her do rag out in public, honey. Her helmet of salvation, aka a bonnet. Make sure her straight backs are oiled, okay? Because she got to grease her scalp and whatnot. We got to keep the scalp greasy. We're gonna wear the wigs. And his only expectation is to speak to her a little bit better. Steve, I said good day. Child, I'm done. When I heard that, I said, okay, oh, y'all crazy. Okay. Elijah you're crazy because you like to speak to people out of turn. Well, no, let me correct that. Women, you have no respect for women. It's okay for the man to tell you something. You're going to go right along with it, child. You go, if that Pastor Cal say something, absolutely, Pastor Cal. Yep, got that right. Let Dr. Pepper say, Dr. Peppers didn't help me at all. Dr. Peppers, first of all, sir, it's Dr. Pepper. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Dr. Pepper can't do nothing with you, honey. All she's doing is bringing you what she's seen. Okay, and what she's seen is the report that Dr. Viviana in her pretty dress brought back to her when all you said Katina was worth was cooking and cleaning. She said right there and broke down in front of Dr. Viviana, completely upset. That was ran back to the other experts. They're watching you the same way they watched you sit in that volleyball sand and say that 90% of what she did helped absolutely no one. Okay, I have to agree with that because they wasn't really giving what was supposed to be gave as experts. I can give you that. But to try to bully the situation, if y'all are going to go back and say something, y'all need to say this about this. Elijah, please shut the hell up. Okay, and then you said that America, okay, we don't have a right to, voice our opinions or our concerns about a woman that looks like she's being held hostage, allegedly. Okay, child, because I don't want no drama. So all I'm gonna say is this. Oh, I know you have zero respect for women. You probably hang out on the YouTube sector that belittles Black women day in and day out. Honey, you probably got a membership. You're probably on their Patreons. You probably are wearing t-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. Sweetheart, a woman is entitled to her own opinion. She's entitled to be exactly who she is, and she does not have to cater and bow down to the likes of you. And the fact that you sat up and got real close to Dr. Peppers as you started speaking aggressively, I don't like that. Child, if you don't sit the hell back, I would have karate chopped that throat real good. Child, I had to get that hot. Oh, child, now we can get into it, honey. Because when I seen that, I said, baby, he must be out his rabbit mind. How all three of these men gonna sit in front of Keisha? And Keisha, are they silencing you now? Rudy, tell Bud and all the rest of them that this is not the way a woman should be treated. Child, so they're talking to that. Are you crazy? I said, oh, okay, Mark your nuts. Okay. I said, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. And whatever Lindsay got to say, just remember that she's very passionate. So, there's no need to be upset because, she's passionate about what she's saying to you. It's just the way it comes across. That's just who she is. Since we want to make excuses for Olajuwon, then we should make excuses for Lindsay as well. Then Mark had enough nerve because Mark might got a little Olajuwon in him too. Because on that after party, Mark had enough nerve to say, yeah, I would appreciate it if Lindsay would just cry and not speak. Then I would feel bad for her. Hey, J Dub. So you would feel bad for Lindsay if she just shed a tear in silence? Lindsay, you better pipe up and speak your speech, honey. Eat all the free corn you want in the gas station and in the, in the grocery store. Child, eat your corn, talk your Don't worry about nothing. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, Danielle. Child, this is the whole fool. Hey, Danny De Niro. All right, Omar said, yes, it is trash at T. Patrice. This is my first season watching because everyone hyped it up, and now I'm disappointed. Omar, you should have came in season 10 to lead you on into 11. Then you would have been pissed season 12. You would have went back up just a little bit season 13, only to come down because now the roller coaster is going back up, and now we're down again. It's giving carnival. It's giving carnival rides. That's what Married at First Sight is giving. So yeah, if you came in on this season, I'm sorry. Child, I wish you would have came in on season 10 so that season 11 would have given you the feels. Cause this right here is some straight up foolishness. Oh, child, this is a whole fool. Hold on, I see a super chat in the midst of my rant. Hold on, here we go. I want to make sure that I can put it on the screen. So let me get to it. Let me get to it. Hey, sunshine and flowers. I really hope Olajuwon says yes on D-Day and Katina takes off her wig, throws it at him, and says, hell no. It says, hell no. Like Miss Sophia in The Color Purple, honey. I know that's right. Ooh, child. But y'all know she ain't. Y'all know she gonna say yes. She's so sweet. And for Pastor Cal to say, this is the kind of woman that you need. Why? Why is that the kind of woman that he needs? Why is it? Oh, because she says yes. Because she abides by what he says. Is that it? Oh, okay, because I'm trying to figure out, you know, why she would be the one. Because I don't think anyone is right for Elijah Wan. Not nobody. And I think it's very strange that he keeps saying, yeah, my mom, she can't be on camera. Yeah, she can't. She can't be on camera. Where's your dad? Where's somebody that represents you? Where are those brothers? The one that kept it real with you in the backyard when you told them that you were getting married in 2 weeks. Where are your people? Katina, where's your mom? The one that saw a silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids, Katina. Like, where's your mom, honey? Where is your mother? Child, this is just crazy. This right here is just a whole fool, child. So we're gonna go through the couples now that I done went through my little rant. The first couple we're gonna talk about, because they didn't really give us much, is Mark and Lindsay. Lindsay, we are going to have to get some help with our motherless child issues. Same with Mark. The two of you have the exact same upbringing, the same backstory. You're fighting the same demons, but at the same damn time, you're fighting each other. Okay? Because you're knocking Mark down every chance you get because your mother did the same thing to you. And then Mark is taking your verbal lashings and beatings because that's the same thing that his mother did to his father. So, quite frankly, I don't know why they thought the two of you getting together made any type of sense. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it's giving a fool. JB said, JB, someone need to slap his hairline correct. Baby, wasn't it doing something special this episode? I said, what is going on with this hairline, child? But I couldn't even focus on it because I was trying to focus on the foolishness that was this episode. And I said, okay, this is a mess. Jerica said this entire episode was a mess. People, nobody saying what needs to be said. It was just horrible. It really was. And then half the cast was lying, i.e., Jasmina. I mean, I feel like if I go to decision day and, I feel it, then I'm going to say, girl, cut the crap. Okay. If you didn't feel it after that 1 month anniversary, you ain't going to feel it. The man is literally pulling out all the stops and you're not going to feel it. So just stop it. Hey, Dina. Dina said Lindsay wants to be loved and appreciated, but unconsciously pushes people away with that vile mouth. Absolutely. She does do that. And I think she is like afraid. She wants the love, but then it's like she's almost afraid to receive it. So I'm like, come on, Lindsay. Even when he tries to be sweet, when are you going to take accountability? Lindsay, shut it. And listen, he just took accountability. For what? I don't know, child. Oh, the Miss Creative says she thinks that that Lindsay has a thing for Olajuwon. Child, I wouldn't put it past her. You see how she looks at him, especially when they do the little get-togethers and all of them are together. She definitely is giving googly eyes. Hey, Monique King. Okay, Feel Good said Getting off the maths train. They playing in my face. Phil, don't leave me. Phil, take me with you. Okay, listen, you can't get off, Phil. Nope. If I got to keep going, you got to keep going too. Okay. So nobody's allowed to get off the train until the conductor stops it. And we ain't done yet. We got to keep on going. Let's just get, see, I want to get off, but then I feel like I can't let the people down by just getting off. So, Phil, you got to stay a little while longer, child. You got to stay a little while longer. Let me see what's going on. Charlotte said, I hope Katina says no too. I hope she does, but I really don't think she will. Deborah said, why is Elijah Wan being watched? But the worst person on here, Lindsay, who talks to her husband any old way, gets passes from experts because she can cry because her mama was mean to her. Deborah, I understand that too. I don't feel like they gave any advice to any of them. And I do feel like Lindsay should have had her feet held to the fire as well. But the thing is, the difference between her and Elijah Wan is her and Mark are having like full on arguments where they talk in circles. Olajuwon is talking at Katina. This is what you're going to do because you are my wife. These are your roles. We have definitive lines in the sand. I do this, you do that. If you don't do this well, I'm going to talk down to you 24 hours a day. What Mark and Lindsay doing, they talking back and forth. Yes, she did have that huge, blow up, and she said that he only made $60,000, and Charlie ain't gonna never forget that. Okay, Lindsay, and said that he was broke and whatnot. But it's just the way that he demeans her. It's just ridiculous. Like, why are you sitting here talking to this woman this way? And why are they allowing you? And then when Dr. Pepper came out, stomping all hard with her hair looking like it hadn't been combed, I thought she was really finna get into it. I'm like, yes, Dr. Peppers is about to let him have it. She comes out, as long as you're happy and the marriage is succeeding, that's all that matters. Dr. Pepper, what are you talking about? I know you want your numbers, honey, but this is not making no sense. Girl, goodbye. Thank you for the super sticker. My life as a mommy 3. Thank you so much. Hold on, I see some more. Brenda, thank you for the super chat. Did everyone see Lindsay trying to jump out of a moving car? Brenda, see, I didn't even want to get Brenda, no, because see, I didn't even want to jump ahead like that. I said they losing their mind. She tried to jump out of a moving vehicle, and then the next scene is her laying in a hospital bed. I said, okay, oh my goodness. This right here is just exhausting. Okay. So you're losing your mind and things are going so bad that you're jumping from a moving train? Girl, what is wrong with you? I said, okay, they getting real nuts. It's one thing to have a verbal, misunderstanding and everybody getting into it, but now you jumping out of a moving car? Lindsay. And then just what I suspected. Next week, they're gonna be back to that fight. And I was like, child, I don't believe nothing they saying. I didn't believe anything that anybody told any expert. I didn't believe any of it. None of it. I felt like, okay, you guys are just saying what you think they want to hear because you're in the moment. Noi, we're wonderful. Katina, he's attracted to me. Everything's going well. Jasmina, I don't feel anything, but I mean, I could. Girl, anyway, Steve, yeah, I'm going to talk to her about it. Gets with Noi. Would you like to stay home as well? Child, I'm done. I'm done. When Steve recruited Noi to be a part of the unemployed committee, child, I was done. I guess she gonna be his assistant and whatnot. Child, I am done. Bree said, Mark is not over the way Lindsay treated him. He is in defense mode now. I can see that, Breeze. I can definitely see that. He feels like, listen, you done played in my face so many times that, cry me a river. Okay. Suck it up, buttercup. I could care less. I understand him feeling that way. But I mean, he needs to stop getting with Lindsay, acting like everything is okay. And then the next 5 minutes, they fussing and fighting again. Go away. Let me put your super chat up here, Brenda. Thank you for the super chat. I see that there are some more. I'm trying to find them on here. They move so quickly and they get lost. So let me find them and then I will put them up there. I see that you sent me a super chat, Phil. I'm trying to find it as well as you, Waddles. Just give me 1 minute. Here we go. Waddles said, you should try Maths Australia. It's better than this foolishness. I can't take anything that even says MAF. Like the initials can't even be MAF. Like I don't even want anything to do with it. Like after this, I immediately turn my television off and just detox my mind, my body, my heart, and my soul, child. I can't do it. I don't want anything to do with Married at First Sight. Even like I know that I do like Throwback Thursday reviews on some Thursdays, and people are like, "Well, can you do a throwback of Married at First?" Nope. They have left such a bad taste in my mouth. I don't even want to rewatch the older seasons. Like I just cannot. Ooh, I just cannot stand this show anymore. Like it is just not good to watch. And it's just getting redundant. Their complaint. I literally feel like that movie Groundhog's Day. You remember when everything kept happening over and over the exact same? That's what's happening during this season. I'm like, if I hear Jasmina say she wants vulnerability one more time, and then then Michael turns around and says he can't trust her, and then she says, "Why aren't you opening up? I want you to trust me. I can't trust you because you aren't vulnerable. I'm not vulnerable because I can't trust you." I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And if Mark tells Lindsay to speak with him, to speak to him with some respect, and her say to him, "I need you to show up in this marriage. I need you to love me, Mark. You're giving me sex and you're taking it back, Mark. I don't want to hear anything else. I just can't." Phil, thank you for the super chat. Last night was awful. Pastor Cal does not listen at all. Please say it again, Phil. You know what? I'm going to read it again. Pastor Cal does not listen at all. Dr. Peppers was ineffective. What the hell is going on with this show? These folks are all crazy. Therapy and healing first before marriage. Yes, in the way that Dr. Peppers overlooked Lindsay saying, "I'm always sad. I am always sad. I feel like nothing in my life is happy. I'm just always sad." I wanted Dr. Pepper to say, "Well, let's explore that. Why do you feel like you're always sad? Is there something we can outsource for you? This has to have something to do with someone other than Mark. Do you see how your behavior is a mirror image of your mother's? What exactly is troubling you that makes you always sad outside of this marriage? Come on, Dr. Peppers. Don't make me call Elijah one." Oh, child, this is a mess. Mariah said, "I cannot stand that tone that Elijah one talks to Katina in. However, Lindsay disgusted me with the things she said about Mark." I agree, Mariah. Olajuwon's disgusting tone slash toxic patriarchy, Lindsay disgusting remarks. They're one and the same. That's why I said when, Mark was like, he doesn't belittle her. He just says because he's passionate. Oh, okay. So when Lindsay was yelling to the top of her lungs in that restroom about you being a bum and you should go back to the other side of Boston and live with your mommy in your bed bug infested apartment where she had to wear a hazmat suit and cover up her freshly painted fingernails, was that Lindsay just being passionate or was she belittling you? Oh, okay, Mark. Boy, goodbye. I'm like, y'all have crazy child. I'm done. Zamiria said, "Honey, Lindsay jumping out that car." It's not funny. But Lindsay, everybody knows, honey, to keep all of your limbs, your legs, and everything inside the ride while it's still moving. Child, this is a fool. Angela said, "Lindsay probably just trying to vomit out the car door." Nah, he said, "What are you doing?" I think she tried to jump or something, child. Hopefully she didn't. I think she may have been trying to upchuck. Cause all of them make me wanna do that, child. They better be glad I'm sitting in my bed when I'm watching this show. Cause if I wasn't, I'd probably be jumping. Honey, I might need to get on my treadmill next week and just jump off my treadmill as the show is playing. Cause this right here is a mess. Angel in Disguise said, "Mark can't provide insight on anything related to healthy food choices, relationships, steady employment, nothing. Nothing, Angel. Absolutely nothing. He don't eat spinach. He don't eat broccoli. He don't eat corn. He don't eat he doesn't eat. Unless it's a canned good, some fried food, some fried fish, a chicken strip, a chicken nugget, or some goldfish. Other than that, Mark has absolutely no input. It's ridiculous." Grace Bay said Dr. V might have had to leave because of her conscience. I think she may have too, because I heard someone say that she wasn't going to be on the show anymore. I don't blame her if she's not. Child, I do not blame her at all. Danielle said, "I cannot stand Lindsay, Jasmina, Olajuwon, and Noy." Speaking of Noy, let's move on to the next couple, child. And you are absolutely right. Now, Mark and Lindsay didn't give us much, so we can just kind of move on past them. Michael and Jasmina. Look how little Mike looking up to Pastor Cal. Look Look at little man looking up to Pastor Calvin. He's like, "Yep, I want to touch her, but she doesn't allow me to touch her." And then from Pastor Cal to tell Mike, "I think that was a bonehead move for you to tell her to stop touching you. I don't want nobody touching me that don't want to touch me." I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe that's just me because she's not going to feel that. I feel like that's totally different from him making her coffee every day because he thinks a husband makes coffee, or he thinks a husband takes off the trash, or he thinks a husband asks, "How was your day?" That is totally different than Jasmina kissing him at night but feeling like she wants to throw up. No, it's not the same. I was like, "No, Pastor Cal, I think he made the right choice." Because why do you want him to continue to allow her to like kiss him and be affectionate? That's going to send a mixed signal. If you don't want that from me, then we shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. I think he made the right choice. What y'all think? Let me see. Let me get some of these comments. Hey, RMS. She said, "I can understand Dr. Pepper being over this show. She's been dealing with this BS since season one. I can understand that too, but she might as well go ahead and resign. Because, I mean, don't just keep it up for a check because it's showing." Shakita said, "Everyone is waiting for these 3 weeks to fly by." Oh, child, I don't even want to do the reunion. Child, the reunion might be alive. Okay. Because unless they bring me something real, real juicy, I don't care what they talking about. I really don't. I can't wait to get to decision day because I kind of feel like all of our predictions will be correct. But I don't know now. I'm hoping Katina might surprise us. Ooh, Katina, please surprise us with a no and a new wig. Oh, Lord, please. Shim Jim said Mark doesn't like Lindsay. "I think he's completely turned off, hence why he recoils from her. But Lindsay brought these reactions on herself with her nasty behavior." I agree, Shim Jim. I agree. I feel like now he's totally checked out. He's just going through the motions until he gets to the end, and Charlie probably looking for a place to stay and all kinds of stuff, honey. Looking for a job, looking for a place to stay, child, all kinds of things. I totally agree with you. Kia said, "At this point, the extra experts are just saying whatever to the couple so somebody can say yes on decision day." Yes, especially Pastor Cal. Sometimes I feel like Dr. Pepper really wants to give them the real, like, "Girl, you can get out of this." The same way she did with Paige on season 12. She was really trying to help Paige, which she really should have went over there to Chris. But once again, Calvin was like, "Yeah, I just feel like, you need to ask Elijah, what is it that has him acting this way? Once you get to know his deeply seated issues, you can understand why he treats you like crap." Pastor Cal, what are you talking about? Why should she have to dissect how her new husband, okay? It'll be different, child. If y'all have gone through the peaks and valleys of life, the ups and the downs, through sickness and in health, through finances and no finances, through children and no children, through postpartum and no postpartum, your body is doing something strange. You don't want to have no sex. The man is wondering why. You wondering why he breathing in your direction. If y'all go through all that and then he starts to act a fool, sit down and let's unpack it. She just met this man. The way that he loved bombed her on that honeymoon and then came right back as soon as they got to the shared apartment and flipped the switch, he's a nut, allegedly. Okay, we ain't unpacking nothing from his childhood. Child, please. I wish. Talking about, why don't you just unpack and see why he's acting that way? Absolutely not. Shay Bay, thank you for the super sticker. Hold on, I'm going on down. I see another super chat. I'm like, "No, we're not about to unpack why Elijah Wan is feeling the way Elijah Wan is feeling." That's the problem now. Everybody catering to him. No, this is not DC3. She is not Michelle Kelly or Beyonce. Ain't nobody finna be unpacking nothing he got going on. Absolutely not. Child, please. Angel, thank you for the super chat. She says, "I feel Jasmina is lying about her feelings. Her actions aren't matching her words. She needs to keep her hands and body to herself if she ain't feeling it. Put her back on the train, Mike." She is lying. She lying about the fact that I don't strong arm him. The man does not feel comfortable even getting within an inch of you. So you got to be doing something. That doesn't make sense to me. He's saying something totally different than you're saying. And then I feel like for her, okay, let me see if I can explain it. You know how you have those guy friends and you don't like them and you know you're gonna friend zone them and you always friend zoning them and they already know that they're friend zoned, but they like a little bit of flirtation. So sometimes you might touch them ever so when you laugh or you might lean on them, but it's like, bro, stay over there. Okay. We're friends. I feel like that's what Jasmina is giving Michael. Like she's his roommate and his homegirl. They cool, but she don't want to kiss him and whatnot. Like, don't kiss. We not kissing, but we cool though. But please don't kiss me. Absolutely not. Thank you, Amanda. Yes, please hit the like button. There are 669 of you on this live, 74 now. Thank you so much for joining me. We are discussing Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 13, unlucky number 13. That's what I deemed this episode. Okay. We're on couple Michael and Jasmina. Really, we all over the place because y'all know how we like to do, child. We say whatever we want to say, and that's what we're going to do, child. Speak your speech. Coco said, I'll be a woman and admit I was wrong about Jasmina and Michael. Michael isn't so Michael Myers. Coco, I said good day. Oh, child. No Michael Myers. Girl, I'm done. Girl. Oh, child. Wait a minute, let me catch my breath. Because when I tell y'all I love me some Halloween, baby, that is my favorite scary movie, child. Oh, I love me some Michael Myers because he just shows up, child. He don't run. He ain't got to have no equipment like Jason. He ain't got no long nails like Freddy Krueger. He ain't gonna show up in your dreams. Michael Myers gonna put that white mask on and that mechanic outfit, and he just gonna appear. Oh, I love me some Michael Myers. Oh, child. I know it's morbid, but I like Michael Myers. Oh, that's funny to me. Okay, well, let me catch my. Y'all do this every time. Y'all really do this every time. Y'all are ridiculous. Oh, child. Okay. Thank you so Thank you, Summer, for the super chat. Did you accept my cash app from a few days ago? You know how you are, child. I gotta check it, Summer. Summer, they do not give me alerts on Cash App. I really do need to check it though. I'm gonna get into it as I get into it. Don't be too mad with me. I'm gonna get into it. Woo. Lindsay told Mark all about her trauma, and there's nothing Mark can do or say right. That's true. And I don't feel like it's anything that he can say or do because she still has to deal with the things that are happening from her childhood. So it's just not good. Like, what? Hey, Sean. Ooh, child, that is so funny. Mm-mm-mm. Not Michael Myers, honey. Woo, that is a fool. Simhar said he acts like he doesn't need any work. We must be talking about Elijah one because he definitely acts like baby. His don't stink. Okay. He acts like he poops roses. Kenya said Mike and Jasmina have some of the heaviest backstories I've ever seen on Married at First Sight, but they don't unpack any of it on the show. Although we all know their past impacts their present. This whole cast, Kenya, this whole cast, you are absolutely right. Jasmina was basically like abandoned by her parents, and her beautiful mom, Kimberly, came in and saved the day. And she's her mom, okay? And we ain't gonna call her nothing different. And then you have Michael, he's experienced like so much loss at a young age, starting at 6 years old. And then you have Lindsay, whose mom wants absolutely nothing to do with her. And then you have Mark, whose mom is suffering from like a mental illness and he's afraid of losing her. And child, this is, yeah, it's heavy. It is heavy. And that's why I don't understand when Jasmina keeps saying, I don't know anything about him. I mean, I want him to open up. Jasmina, what does he know about you? We don't even know nothing about you. Had that friend not shown up, we wouldn't have even known that you have long distance relationships and whatnot. Like, we don't know anything about you. The same as we know more about Michael than we do about Jasmina. Because at least Michael, when she had Jasmina's gym and she was trying to pretend to be deep or whatever she was doing, and Michael opened up about how he found out about his brother and his mom and all of that. We know something. We don't know anything about Jasmina, except she's tall, she's thin, and she's pretty. That's it. Other than that, we get nothing. Like nothing at all. Let's talk. Absolutely. I believe it. I am with you. She said, I bet O is whack in bed anyways. Child probably ain't hitting on nothing. That's why when he said, it depends on what you're going to do with that hot fudge. I'm like, boy, you ain't about to do nothing. Boy, goodbye. Honey, you don't even clean your underwear and don't think I forgot. Hey, Douglas. Marcia says, some things you say you can't take back. I absolutely agree. And I feel like what Lindsay said in that restroom, she cannot take back because I will never, ever forget it. Like, Hey, Vanilla Honey. She said, I can't believe I finally caught alive. 2 years and I finally got Congratulations. We are going into the second year. I'm so proud of y'all. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. Even if you've just found my channel, thank you to all the new members, all the new Patreon people who support me. It really means a lot. Listen, if you are over on Patreon, you know I've been struggling a little bit these past few like weeks and months. And so I kind of vented over there exactly what I was going through. Y'all were so supportive. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. And thank you for always rallying around me and coming to hear the foolishness and having a good time with me. I really appreciate it. So to every new member, to every new subscriber, old and new, cash apps, super chats, just thank y'all. Okay, I really do appreciate you. And this is not an Elijah speech. This is real. You know what I'm saying? This is real. I love y'all. Like this is all the way real, honey. I am down for y'all. Like four flat ties, and Katina is as loyal as Katina is to that wig, is as loyal as I am to y'all. Okay, now let's get into it if we're gonna get into it. Donna D said, I don't like. Okay, I didn't like, although I don't like Elijah Wan. I didn't like Pastor Cal calling him boy. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay, Donna, listen. For me, sometimes I can't speak for everybody in the South, but sometimes in the South, people say like, that boy get on my nerves. Or boy, you hear me? Sometimes, because somebody had to correct me about that one time because I remember saying that and the person was a man. And I said, boy, you hear me? And they were like, that's a man. And I had to correct myself. But the way that Pastor Cal said that, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way as well. And I thought, okay, girl, here you go overreacting, child. Better get ready to overreact. But now that you said that, okay, I'm not the only one. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Absolutely. Pastor Cal calling him boy, she didn't like that. Then the next guy, he said, come on, man. Pastor Cal knows the boy stereotype. Exactly. And that is what I was going to say next. They had to educate me on what calling him boy actually meant. And I said, you know what? You are absolutely right. And I stopped doing that. And Pastor Cal absolutely knows that. And I feel like that was, you know, one of those things where he didn't mean it that way, but it could come across that way. Absolutely, let's talk. That's how it was. Boy was fatherly. That's what I think he meant by it. But the way that it came across, other people could feel like he meant it in the other way. So I see both of your points. Hey, Marcia. Boy is a white racist word. Shout out to Michael from Good Times. The militant midget. I love me some good times. Marcia, you done took me back. Let me tell y'all something about me. Honey, just a side note. I love good times on a Saturday afternoon. When I get up on Saturdays, I like to put on good times. I love me some good times because it makes me feel rich. Honey, they were scratching and surviving. So, I mean, child, get into it. They make me feel like I'm sitting on top of the world, child. I know it's terrible to say, but I'm like, honey, okay, hold on. Let me go down. I saw a super chat. Oh, no, that was just Summer telling me to check that cash app. She like, girl, you better check that cash app. Okay, let me get some more comments. Keisha said, at Monique King, the young lady that clowns and make Misha mute herself because she hollers for a bit. Oh, two L's. Two L's ain't nowhere to be found. Child, when two L's get over here and get to talking, woo, honey, she makes me holler each and every time. And I got to mute myself. So let's let two L's. She resting today, child. Claudia said, what if Jasmina and Michael end up like Miles and Karen, which are a super happy couple right now? I'm just saying. It's just different though, Claudia. Because I think Karen wanted to take things slow with Miles, but she didn't. Like Jasmina seems like she's dead inside when it comes to Michael. Like it just seems like, nah, I'm good. Like when he touched me, like it's nothing. It's just not. I don't know. It's just something that's different to me. I can see why you would say that, but I don't know. It's just giving different. I don't know what it is. I don't feel like they have that same want. Like, you have to want to make it work afterward, and I don't think they wanna do that. Well, Jasmina. I think Michael may want to, but I don't think that she wants to do that. Okay, so here we go. Amina said, "That would definitely shock me." Hold on. Where's the comment? Hey, Anti Karen. I haven't seen you in a while. Hold on. Amina said, "That would definitely shock me. I still don't understand how Karen and Miles are still together. I see nothing romantic about them." I haven't kept up with them. Hey, Esther. I haven't kept up with them, but I do know that they have a YouTube channel. I think I watched maybe like a few videos. And child, somebody tried to get me to watch Brianna and Vincent. I was like, absolutely not. I will not watch anything with Brianna and Carvana. Absolutely not, child. It's a hell no. Okay, let's move on from Jasmina and Michael. Because child, they ain't hitting on nothing. Here we go. Noy and Steve. Let me tell y'all something. Noy annoyed the hell out of me this episode. When I tell y'all, hey, the Miss Creative, when I tell y'all that Noy was getting on my nerves, the way that she was looking and scrunching her face up when Steve was telling her how he felt, how he was feeling, Noy, that is childish. Okay, that is so childish. I understand you're upset because, Steve ain't gonna give no definitive answer, child. If Steve got a little money, he did say on the after party though. Keisha said Noy said that you needed $40,000 in order for her to feel comfortable, and he said, "Oh well, if that's what she's worried about, then she's good." I said, "Oh, okay, okay, okay." So we got a little baseline. He said he has 40K, but how much more of that do you have, Steven? Gonna sit down with this woman and tell her you may want to take a few years off as well, before the children get here. What are y'all talking about? Y'all have absolutely no time to waste. If you're telling her and if she's telling you, I want to have a kid within the next year, but I don't want to live with you, but I do want to stay married, but you don't want to work, but I do want to work, but I don't want to work because I want to be a freelancer, but you can stay home before the children are born, but you want to have a child next year, but you don't want to live with me. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? I'm so confused. You got me going in circles. Do, 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 do. Child, round and round I go. I don't know what we're saying. I'm so confused. Noy wants $40,000 in unmarked bills, okay? He has that. So we can check that off. Is Steve a millionaire? I don't know if he's Joe Millionaire or not. Do I think Steve is lazy? Absolutely, yes, I do. Do I think Steve can make some money? Yes, I do think that Steve can make some money. Is he going to tell Noy and is he trolling Noy? Absolutely. He knows Noy has an attitude and a chip on her shoulder, and now he is trolling her. Noy is childish. She said in this man's face, knowing that he said that he was going to basically be upset if she didn't stop posting subliminals all over Instagram. And she said, "Well, you and Pastor Cal can't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. You don't own me." That's basically what she said to him. But on the after party, this is what struck me. And I was like, okay, Noah, you really need to stop doing this. Steve said that his cousin called him and said, "I don't like the things that she's saying about you. Like, are these things about you?" And he had to kind of explain it away. And he said there are other family members that have called him as well and said things, and he has to explain them because of Noy and her childish ways. Noy, get it together or leave it alone. What is wrong with you? Girl, goodbye. Chauncey said, Noy got on my nerves and Steve is dancing around the finances. Y'all get off my screen. Moving forward. I know that's right, y'all. Child, let's go. Hey, let's just move on. I ain't got time. Let's talk said $40,000 in Boston, maybe Kentucky. Let's talk goodbye. Let's talk goodbye. I said good day. Oh, child. I was thinking the same thing. Hey, Erica Fielder. I'm like, not $40,000 in Boston. Don't let Lindsay hear all he needs is $40,000 because Lindsay is going to go in. Do you hear me? Lindsay don't want nothing less than 500,000. And if you ain't got it, because she don't date nothing but engineers, then you're a bum. Okay? You're done. Oh, honey, that is funny to me. Let's talk you a mess. Angel, thank you for the super chat. I thought she was going to say $250,000 or something. This heifer said 40K. Like, girl, what? Absolutely. I said not $40,000. Child, not 40. Okay, well, you know what? because I always like to look at the silver lining. Noy makes me feel like a rich heifer. See, Lindsay make me feel broke as a joke. But Noy got a girl sitting on top of the world, top of the world, top of the world. Shout out to Brandy. She got me feeling like I'm worth $1 million. Thank you, Noy. Noy said all you need is 40. Oh, child. If all you need is 40, honey, me and Steve in good company. Oh, this is a whole fool. Karen, thank you for being a member. The mass producers need to create more than one narrative per couple. It's getting so boring. That is a great thing for you to say, Karen. Absolutely. I agree with that. If we could get more of a developed storyline that plays out and it shows some depth in their relationship and more than one dimensional arguing every single episode, it might be more interesting. You are absolutely right. Let me leave this up here for a minute, child. Karen, get into it. Because, baby, when I tell you that's the truth, D said 038 $40,000 saved. Yes, $40,000. She makes me feel rich, honey. I'm rich. I'm a real big timer. Child, I'm so happy she said that. I'm so happy. Oh, I am so happy. C. Logan said, well, Noy did mention that they grew up really poor, so this may be a lot more in her eyes. Oh, and C. Logan brought me back. See, that's why I need y'all, because the different perspectives are great. You're right, C. Logan. That to her may be a gold standard because of where she came from. And again, Noy makes me feel like I'm worth $1 million. Let's get into it. That's a great perspective, C. Logan. That's so sweet. That's why I like y'all, because see, y'all are sweet. That's why I try to keep this as a safe, fun space. Because, honey, I don't like a whole bunch of negativity. Honey, y'all already know. So when y'all come with the different perspectives, like, maybe this is a lot for her. Oh, that's so sweet. It's another person that always sees the good in everything. Her name's Kelly. I don't know if you're on this live, Kelly, but Kelly will always turn something around to a positive. I can say, Elijah one had on two left shoes. Well, Misha, maybe that's all he could afford. And I'd be like, damn, get me together. Baby, Kelly gonna find it good. Sometimes I'll be like, Kelly, no, the shoes were two left shoes. But she gonna say something sweet. And I'm like, you know what? That's sweet. Sean said $40,000 in the bank is good if you have income coming in. No income, you need 2 to 3 times that to sustain yourself. Sean, I ain't about to argue though. See, if I said that though, Sean, then people would be like, well, he said on the after party. I don't. Because I agree with this. Because when the money starts going down and then you have to replenish it, what you gonna do? What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Steve, what we gonna do? Shout out to Total. Steve, if the 40K is in the bank and it is saved, what else is going on? Is there some other money in some Swiss bank accounts? Are you sharing an account with Gil from season 13? Oh, child. Oh, oh, honey, sometimes I crack my own self up. Do you and Gil have a joint bank account? Child, if you and Gil got a joint bank account, then shut me the hell up, child. Ooh, honey. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, child, maybe him and Gil. Maybe him and Gil got some money over there. Oh, I'm gonna have to DM Mirla and see if Steve is part of the reason why they got divorced, child. Because I need to know if Steve and Gil are sharing bank accounts. Oh, if we can't find the humor in the child, we don't need to watch it. Oh, this is a whole fool. Mary Payne said, you're absolutely correct. Karen wanted Miles to step into his masculinity, but she was a little attracted to him. But Jasmina isn't attracted to Michael at all. Michael is friend zoned permanently. Permanently, Mary. And he ain't coming out. And I really hate that for him because I like his family a lot. I really love the sisters. Hey, sisters. Y'all know I love the sisters. And Michael seems like once he gets that right one, he gonna be an all right guy. He is going to make somebody a really happy spouse. Now they might fool us though. Jasmina might come with the, I do, I do, I do, and they might stay together. So Ellen said goodbye, Misha. Child, I just want to know. Steve, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Okay, see, the season 13 cast is quiet. I mean, 14 cast is quiet. Season 12, they hated me. Okay, they hated everything about me. And that's okay. Okay, because I gave them a hell of a hard time. Season 13, they loved me. We're all friends. Me, Johnny, Gil, Ralph, Mike, Ricky, Bobby, all of us, everybody. Okay, we're all friends. We're all cool. Okay. H Town, stand up. Season 13 wants absolutely nothing to do with me. So, so hopefully, season 14, we can be friends, child. I'm season 15, maybe we can be friends. Because 13 is cool with me. 12 can't stand me. And I don't know what's gonna happen for 15. Season 14. Listen, I want y'all to succeed. Steve, I'm speaking directly to you. Shoot me a DM. Okay, I told you I'm not going to reveal the exact amount. I just want to be able to tell the people so that we can shut it down on this channel. Tell me, Misha, stop speaking your speech over my finances, girl. I am fine. I'm not broke like Lindsay says. I'm richer than Noy says. I'm somewhere in between. I got apps, this, that, and this, and then I'll come back and relay the message. Steve, get into it if you're going to get into it. I ain't got time. Dina said, Steve will always have money because he's not worried about money. Ain't that the truth? See, that's an excellent way to look at it too, Dina. Because let me tell you something. In my eyes, Steve thinks that he can have it, therefore he has it. And everybody else thinks he has it. So I guess I'm just alone on the island. I guess just me and Sean and probably like a handful of other people. Sean said, Misha, what was Steve typing into that laptop? Sean, I'm not, Sean, no, because I was thinking the exact damn same thing. I said, now what is he tip tapping on this laptop? But see, I didn't want to go into that because y'all know my reviews are already 50 minutes long. And let me just say this, since we're talking about the length of the reviews, so I'm just minding my black owned business and whatnot. And I was hearing a little bit of chatter about how people don't like long reviews. They like the reviews that are like, the person went to the store, they bought some shoes, they came home. The next person went to the store, they bought a red pair of shoes, and then they came home. The end. That's all I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do that. I'm so long winded. If you would like for the reviews to be a little bit shorter, then just, tell me what I can and cannot cut out. But I just feel like some of the things are so pivotal to my punchlines that I have to do it. Because when I'm watching the show, these are the things that are coming out of my mouth. I don't write these things down. So when I'm reading like my notes, like Steve said this, and you'll hear me say to myself, well, child, you ain't got much. That's what I'm actually thinking when I'm watching the show. So, I was hearing a little chatter about people saying, I don't like that channel because it's too long. And she be saying all this. And I'm like, well, I'm not, I'm an acquired taste, honey. You can like me or you cannot like me. And that's fine. But I feel like the reviews for Married at First Sight have to be longer because the episode is 2 hours. What y'all want me to say? Noah and Steve, they were tip tapping on a laptop. He wasn't saying not a damn thing. She said she wanted the kid in 1 year, but she falling in love in 3 days, but she want him to work and she don't want to live with him. Moving on to Mark and Lindsay. They still got the cats dancing on the counter. Moving on to Jasmine and Michael. She don't like that man. She don't want to touch that man. That man thinks she gonna like him. Pastor Cal tried to talk him into liking her. It's not gonna work, Pastor Cal. Moving forward. Jasmina and Michael, we already went over them. Let's move on to Katina, her wig, Isaac, and his neck tattoo. Isaac is a bitch boy. He likes to talk to women and degrade them like they're the scum beneath his shoes. But little does he know that he was birthed by a woman. And everything good that he has is because of a woman. So, baby, you can try to Kevin Samuels all you want to, but you will get nothing out of life until you learn how to act. And the fact that they did not hold you accountable on that after party says all that we need to know. All right, y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace. I can't do that. I can't. I can't do it. I have tried, y'all. I really have. I said, let me just one time, let me tell y'all what I did. Because I don't get to talk to y'all often. So when I get to talk to you, it all got to come out. So if you're just joining this live, I'm just saying a little something. Okay. I tried that, y'all. One time, I literally, because I was very frustrated. I was talking to one of my great friends and I was telling her how my Candy and the Gang review kept messing the hell up. My laptop completely destroyed my Candy and the Gang review. When I tell you that was a good review, I had to tap my own self on the back. I said, baby, this is good to me. Review completely disappeared. I was pissed. It was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, girl, I'm not redoing that review. I'm not about to do that. And she was like, well, just don't redo it then. I mean, if you don't want to redo it, they're going to be all right. I'm like, yeah, we're going to skip this episode. But something in me said, nah, just redo it. Child, I call myself getting on there talking about some, Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. And I said whatever I said. And I said, okay, so when the episode first opens up, we see Candy and Todd. They're not doing much. And then I went to the next thing. I said, ugh, oh no, ma'am, honey, this is terrible. I scrapped the whole thing and then I started over. I can't help it. I really cannot. So if y'all can just hang in there with me, and I'm looking at my analytics, and it does tell me that people are not watching the reviews all the way through. They're watching like 15 minutes. So it's making me feel like, girl, why are you doing these long reviews when they're only watching 15 minutes of it? So it makes me want to cut my reviews down to 20 minutes. So I have been thinking about less detail and more zhuzh. We'll see. Valisa, thank you for the super chat. Hold on, it disappeared. Misha, don't change nothing that ain't broke. What is up with Ike with the tattoo and then no neck? I was trying to figure out what was going on with his tattoo as well. I said, now what? Okay, so wait a minute. When he went off with Dr. Peppers, there was no neck tattoo. And then now there is a neck tattoo. But when him and Katina came to us live from the living room and she had her do rag on, there was a neck tattoo. But when he spoke to Michael after, Katina got through crying down in Jasmina and Michael's apartment, there was a neck tattoo. I don't know. So it's giving lie. That's what it's giving me. It's giving lie. It's giving piece together. I don't know what it's giving, but it's not right. It's just not. I was like, somebody's lying. Editing is a fool. What is happening? Okay. Ciao. K Wu 10 said, I don't watch anything that comes from the housewives. Nah. She don't like the housewives. Tiffany Shantae, thank you for being a member. Oh, I'm so late. I hope it's not over soon. Hey, Misha. Hey, opinionated family. Hey, girl. Hey. We got 30 more minutes talking about the foolishness because I just went off on a tangent. And then on top of that, we're still talking about Noy and Steve. Steve is tip tapping on that laptop, but ain't saying nothing. Noy looking disgusted because he still is not revealing how much money he got. So she's pissed. I'm pissed because I'm watching Steve ask her to join him on the midnight train to Georgia. And then on top of that, he wants her to take day naps with him and sushi, which is all good, honey. But what I would have asked Steve when he said, maybe you would think about taking some time off, I would have said, okay, I consider that. I like that. I would love to cuddle at noon. But what are we talking about as far as who's gonna hell take care of us? Okay. The PPP loans have ceased. That extra $600 because of the C-19, done. So what are we gonna do that is going to allow me to sleep? Like, what are we gonna do, Steve? If the apps are apping, whisper in my ear, and I'll look directly at the camera, wink, and then we're good. Cause I'm tired of seeing Noy pout. That's the thing. Steve, just tell her so she can stop pouting. It's getting on my nervous system. Sister Girl on Film said, please, these YouTubers with millions of subs have hour-long videos and get all the views. You're being authentically you and it works. Thank you so much. And yeah, some of them is like, they're like an hour and a half or 2 hours. And I'm like, y'all like the short reviews? Oh, okay. Omar talking about I fell asleep on Candy in the Game. Child, I actually like Candy in the Game. Don't you want to go to the place to be where strangers become family over fried chicken and mac and cheese? Child, I like that little jingle. Honey, I've been here singing it to my son. He said, no, I don't want to go, Mom. I don't want to go. I be singing that to him all the time. He was like, Mama, I don't want to go. Please leave me alone. The Miss Creative said, I couldn't sit beside Misha in church or at work. I would be, wait a minute. The fact that you said this, Miss Creative, when we go to church, my mother, because see, me and my mama act just alike. Okay. We get into it as we get into it. It's a whole fool. Literally, my sister will be like, I'm not sitting by y'all. I'm not playing. I'm not, because I came here to get the Lord's word and y'all are talking. Because the thing is, I'm paying attention. Okay. And they do the crowd participation and whatnot. Tell your neighbor, thank you for coming. You know how they be doing. And I be crowd participating and whatnot and listening to the pastor. But then my mama will look at somebody in the church where we gonna burn the hell up because she always doing something and say something. And then I have to say something. And then it's gonna be a bad wig. It's a bad wig in every church you go to. So I'm gonna have to speak on the wig. And then, yeah, you might not want to sit next to me. It might not work out. Because my sister does it all. She's like, I'm not sitting next to you because y'all are not gonna get me in trouble in this church. Y'all not. So you can forget it. Hey, Zavi. Who said that? Shout out to Portia. Misha, I love your reviews exactly the way you do them. They're the perfect length with the right amount of detail and shade. I love laughing with you. Yeah, some people don't like it, honey. They're like, girl, get into it. Child, I don't want to hear all that. I'm like, but you have to hear it. What if you didn't? But you know what made me change my mind a little bit on that though? Because I got a beautiful message one day from someone and they said to me, thank you for giving me the detail that you do because I can't right now, I'm not able to watch it. Okay. I'm not able to watch the show for personal reasons. I'm not going to say what they said. But the fact that you give me such a vivid picture, I don't have to watch it and I don't feel left out. And that made me feel good because I was like, finally, my long windedness is paying off, child. Grace Refined said, don't shorten your reviews for people, Misha. If folks don't like it, they can leave and listen to a shorter review that's lax seasoning. You add flavor, honey, a little bit of Old Bay and some garlic powder. Thank you, Grace. Okay, y'all, let's get back on track. So we went to Noah and Steve. Steve does not want to reveal the finances yet. He is uncomfortable. I hate when people say comfortable. He's uncomfortable. And Noah is annoying. Okay. She's very annoying. She's being passive aggressive yet again. Okay. And she's making Steve feel like she's always going to put those things on Instagram as long as he's not working. So, Steve, if you ain't got no job by now, or whatever it is y'all doing, if y'all stay together, if y'all don't stay together, we will know because it will show all over Noise Instagram stories. Moving forward. Let's see who else we got. Child, Katina and Olajuwon. Look at Katina and Olajuwon in this grocery store. Look at him looking like he never seen Skittles before. What is he looking at with his mouth open like that? He look like he ain't never been to the grocery store a day in his life. But what is wrong with you? Something is really wrong. Amanda said Steve needs to say no to Noy. I think he does too, Amanda. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Because Noy needs to grow up a little bit. Not saying that, there aren't some other people who are a little bit immature in this bunch, but the fact that she's just like, "So?" He's like, "I don't think I could be in a marriage like that." I mean, and if you don't like it, tough. I didn't like that. I don't feel like he should be treated that way because he communicates with her very respectfully and he always says things to her that are going to get his point across clear and concise, and he's not rude. So why would you be rude to him? Like, girl, kick rocks. Anywho, let's move on, child. So now we are on Katina and Isaac and his neck tattoo and her wig. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Belicious. Hey, Shonda. She said, no, don't cut them down. Child, they told me, girl, ain't nobody got time to be listening to all that. Girl, if you know, I already watched the show. Well, what about if you didn't watch the show? What if you work midnight? And, some people that watch my reviews, they work graveyard shifts. Allow me to entertain the folks, child. All right. Chris said, some people might be watching in segments. I listen on the way to work and then on the way home from work. That's true, Chris. But them analytics are saying, girl, they're not making it past 15 minutes. They don't want to hear it, y'all. Absolutely not. Some reviews are per couple. That works also. Yeah, but then I have to do a lot of editing. I just got to get it all out. Key Dig said, odd, but I don't find myself looking at the length of your reviews, but I do for most people. Child, they be looking at them. I'm telling y'all, them analytics is toe up. they toe up. I said, baby, the people do not want to hear it. Do you hear me? Let me tell y'all something. If you ever want to start a YouTube channel or you have a YouTube channel, don't look at the dislikes. Don't look at the analytics. Don't look at it. Just have fun. Do you. One time, let me tell y'all what my son did one time. Baby, I had to pop that little hand. Don't you ever show me them dislikes. So I have mine set to all the way to the left. Okay. To the left, to the left. So I don't see how many people have liked and how many people have disliked because sometimes it discourages you. When you think you've really given something like a little je ne sais quoi, a little judge, you feel like you've given all you got. And you look at them dislikes and you be like, girl, hated it. Okay. They don't like it. So I don't look at that anymore. When I first started, I would be so dead set on the numbers like, oh, they don't like this or oh, they like that. I used to be that way, but now I'm like, I'm not looking at that. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. I mean, I'm doing the best that I can do. So Monique said, Misha, you sound like Marceau talking to Tisha. Don't look at the comments. No, but this will really help somebody though, Monique, for real. If you have a YouTube channel, do not worry about those dislikes. Don't worry about them. Just keep going. Don't even look at the number of views. I know that that is hard. Don't look at how many people view it. Don't look at how many people dislike it. Just have fun, be authentically yourself, put out the best effort that you can. People will catch on. Make sure that you're using tags, make sure that you're, putting yourself out there. And that's just the advice that I have for anybody. And, I'm not an expert by any means, but I remember when I first started, I wanted some help as to how I could push my video out to more people. So if you have any questions about YouTube or anything, and I'm not a gatekeeper, just hit me up, child, and I'll let you know. This is what I think you should do in order to get more views. Because I feel like people, everybody just want to charge for something. Some things should just be, of your own free will, child. Just tell the people. Honey, it ain't gonna hurt you to tell the people how you get the views, child. Put your tags in there. That's all you need to do. Hey, Candy. I have not seen you in forever. We need the punchline, definitely your laughter and your way of describing a scene for us to visualize. Thank you so much, Candy. Hold on. Belicious said, does he cover it up with makeup? Asking about O's tattoo for his neck. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering, why does the tattoo keep disappearing? But I don't think it's makeup. I actually don't think he has it in the scenes where it's not shown. That's what I think. Because when I look at it, I'm like, okay, because he had a hoodie on one episode. I think that's the one where he was, to the moon because he had been partaking and he was speaking to Michael, and them eyes were just as low as they could be. And he was talking to Michael, and I saw no tattoo, but I saw the hoodie. Then when he was talking with Katina, the neck tattoo was back. So I'm like, okay, I'm not understanding. So maybe that's what's happening. Katie Pop, thank you for the super chat. Okay, wait a minute. What did I miss? Hold on. Hold on. I'm going through the comments, y'all. Barbara said, I hate when you stop talking to me. Should I listen to you? And I don't even watch some of these shows. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. Hold on. My little thing just went blank. Monica said, he looks sweaty and funky, don't he? Always looking like he fresh out the gym. Ugh. Sister girl on films, what did you say? So I can congratulate you. Chauncey said, I do have questions, but I want to start an educational channel. Oh, that'll be good. I watch this lady that talks a lot about homeschooling because I'm thinking about homeschooling my son for the duration of forever. But he's like, no, I want to have friends, mom. I just want to keep my baby with me, man. I don't want him to be, I know I can't like put him in a bubble, but I just don't want to get him tainted just yet. I want to keep him with me. So I watched this lady that's all about homeschooling, and she is so good. I love her channel. And baby, she gets the views. Do you hear me? Ronnie718 said, well, Misha, you did tell Steve to look busy. So instead of walking around fast, like you said, he's typing. not he typing around fast. Ronnie, let me tell you something. I can't even debate you because therefore and thus and such, you ain't never lied. Okay. I did tell Steve that. So he is taking heed to my advice. Oh, child, that is good to me. When I tell you that's funny as hell, Ronnie, you are absolutely right, child. Mm-mm. Y'all so silly. Wait a minute. Yoshi, thank you for the super chat. Hold on, let me put it up here. Child, YouTube does not want me to acknowledge these super chats, honey. I gotta acknowledge these people. What is happening? It just disappeared, honey. Oh, that is so funny. Chelsea, thank you for the super chat. Oh, that is hilarious. Yoshi said, hold on. Girl, you are doing amazing. I wait for your reviews and listen at work throughout the day. Love you. You are hilarious and your voice is amazing. Thank you so much, Yoshi. Thank you. Okay, so on to Katina and Elijah one. Okay, we touched on them a little bit, y'all, when we first started the live because I had a mouthful, especially because of the after party and how no one held him accountable, not nobody. Okay, but I'm starting to notice a difference in Keisha, and I hope they are not trying to silence her. Because I noticed in the beginning, she was very vocal. She was asking the questions that she knew the viewers wanted to know the answers to. But now it's giving me Jamie tease. It's giving me, oh, okay, well, that's great. Okay, as long as you guys are happy. Okay, understandable. I understand that. No, Keisha, we don't want that. We want you to look at Elijah One and say, hey, Why did you speak to Dr. Pepper that way? Like, did you think that was the correct way to go about it? You don't have to get hood with it. I mean, you ain't gotta really just go in, but at least acknowledge that he did something wrong. Like, just say something to him. Like, you're not saying anything to him, and nobody did. Mark was saying stuff that made absolutely no sense. Child, anywho, Steve was saying what Steve likes to say, and Elijah was just sitting there looking at them like, y'all better have my back. Because it seems like now they have like this whole little pact going where everybody's just cool like that. And we're not going to speak ill against anyone or their marriages. It's not about that. It's about saying what's real because you best believe when Alyssa was on here acting a fool with Chris, Elijah one was the first person to speak up and speak his speech. He was like, no, she's lying. Okay, she didn't treat him right. She treated Chris like crap. And this is what's happening. But when it's him, nobody's saying anything. I was like, why isn't anyone saying anything? Like, okay. Private person. I love that name, child. That's me all day. Misha, keep doing what you're doing. Your reviews always lift my spirits. So much fun. Thank you so much. Thank you, private person. Tara said, Isaac just be talking to throw people off his scent and get mad when it doesn't work. Absolutely, Tara. Because when he was talking to Dr. Peppers when they first sat down, she was looking like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. She was just waiting for her time to come in and say, but what about the way that you belittle her? What about what I saw when you were saying that she just is worth, cooking and cleaning and she can't even do that right? What about when you said, I have all these life skills and I own a home and what do you have? Nothing. What about that? She was waiting to say something to him. And so I was like, okay, let's just wait. And then when she said that, all of a sudden he got pissed. Olajuwon, you're lying in her face talking about how much you care about Katina and how wonderful she is. And did y'all catch on the after party when Keisha looked at him and said, what about you and Katina? Do you think that Katina is someone you would want to have your kids? He said, well, I mean, I'm married to her. What does that mean? Do you want her to have your children or not? I was like, not you married to her. That was a crappy thing to say. Amanda said, I hate it when people answer a question repeating the question. Don't give me your word salad. It's a yes or a no. Absolutely, Amanda. And he has a huge problem doing that. Tink Tink said, how you gonna lie to an expert? They're not new to this. They're true to this. Shout out to Paige. Y'all remember when Paige said that season 12? Paige said, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I know that's right, Paige. Paige is doing well, looking beautiful, taking Instagram pictures and whatnot. Skin got cocoa butter all over it. Get into it, Paige. Now that she left that bum by the wayside, him and his hips and his Forever 21 hoodies. And don't think I forgot. Omar, thank you for the super chat. Omar said, you can't listen to the pastor when he says turn to your neighbor. You would try to get a story time in a movie. I sure would. I would be saying, so let me tell you a story time that's not really a story time. One time I was in church. Child, I sure will. But I do be listening, honey. I got to get the Lord's word, honey, because, child, he keeping me, especially with this YouTube channel. Do you hear me? Honey, if you over on the Patreon, you know exactly what I'm talking about, honey. He keeps me. Ooh, child. Hold on. Steven, is this you? Stephen Jones said, no, I'm just kidding. You know, it's Steve Boy. This is not the real Steve, but I was hoping it would be Steve Incognito because, season 13, they ain't had no problems falling up in the chat. So I was hoping that somebody from season 14 would grace us with their presence, but I don't think so. Yesterday's after party, Keisha got back on point with the questions. Did she? Okay, she may have gotten back on point with the questions, but the follow up was lacking because she was just basically looking at them and being like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, understandable. Oh, okay, so Mark, you feel this way? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I'm like, no. Absolutely not. Dina said, I wish Keisha would stop announcing the cocktails because nobody is making them. She sure does. She's like, it's a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of a dash of this, a little bit of that. I'm like, girl, just drink the thing. They got them same champagne or wine glasses or whatever it is that what's that show? Love is Blind has. I guess they're following suit because you can't tell if anything is in that glass. Me, quite frankly, I would not be drinking the cocktail. I would be drinking a cranberry juice on the rocks, but that's just me. Simhar said, of course he would come at Dr. P like that because she's a woman. He would have never done that to Pastor Cal. Absolutely not. He would have never bucked up to Pastor Cal. He would have sat there very respectfully and he would have listened. But because it was Dr. Pepper, he felt like he could challenge her. And I really didn't appreciate it. All jokes aside, I did not like that. I did not like his tone. I didn't like how forward he was sitting. I didn't like him saying that she was trying to paint him out to be this guy. The proof is in the footage. Nobody is painting you to be this way. This is the way that you are. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, okay, you're getting a little bit too close. You don't back up. I told y'all, child, I would have karate chopped that throat so good. Hi-ya. They would have been like, cut, cut. I would have been like, oh, we can come back when he catches his breath. Because, baby, you're a little bit too close. You're stepping real close. Honey, get the hell back. I do not need you in my personal space. Omar said, I thought he was going to hit her, honey. I didn't know what he was about to do leaning in on this woman like that. Tanja J said, Dr. Pepper's comment to O was because she read the room. Absolutely. But he don't want nobody to call him on his BS. And then it was kind of making me fearful for Katina because I was like, you know what? I feel like he's going to take this back to Katina. I feel like he's going to be like, are you saying something? Why are they coming to me saying that I'm belittling you? Do you feel like I'm belittling? It was like he was feeding her answer. Side note, when I used to work in food service and we would have to upsell something and they would want us to say, sell you a side salad. They would tell us to nod yes as we're giving you the recommendation for a side salad because that would in turn make you say yes and that would in turn make you want to buy the side salad. That is what Elijah One was doing to Katina. Do I belittle you? And he's shaking his head no at the same time and she's just looking and smiling. And I'm like, Katina, does he? Like I was really being serious in my review when I was speaking to her like that. I'm like, this is a safe space. Does he belittle you? Because if you say that he does not, when you were with Dr. Viviana, you were saying something totally different. Like, just say it. It is okay. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Shayna said, Ola gonna say he was happy Dr. Peppers pulled up on him when he saw when he was shook on the show. Yes. He was like, actually, because Keisha was like, what were you thinking in that moment? He said, I was thinking perfect. No, you were not. When those experts came out, you said, fuck. That's the first thing that flew out of your mouth. You were caught completely off guard. You didn't think that they were going to see you or hear it in this moment. You know they were going to see it because I mean it's filmed, but you didn't think they were going to be able to say anything about it in the moment you were saying it. Now all of a sudden, that's what I'm saying. All he does is lie. That's why I hate to hear him speak, man. I really do. I just hate to hear him speak. Care Bear, thank you so much. That reminds me of Jer Bear and Mau Mau. Care Bear, thank you for the super chat. I feel like all these couples should divorce. This is a disaster. This is more than a disaster. It's like right now we're just watching the same thing over and over until we get to decision day. And now next week at the retreat, yes, he is, Marsha. She said, dude, so lame. Ain't he though? Ugh, if that ain't the understatement of the year. He wants everybody to believe he's this good guy, but I ain't buying it, child. He a lie and the truth ain't in it. And you are absolutely right, Care Bear. Everybody and their mama on this show needs to divorce. And I did not understand what Dr. Pepper was telling Jasmina when she said, well, sometimes you don't want to touch your husband. But Dr. Pepper, you don't want to touch them after they made you mad or, he keeps leaving the toilet seat up and you keep falling in or his shoes are in the floor and they're a size 14 and your size 6 keeps tripping over his damn Bozo the Clown shoes. You're like, please don't touch me. Just leave me alone. You're getting on my nerves. The kids, I haven't even showered yet. My hair is a mess. That's when you don't want to touch your husband. Right now, you should be hot and heavy. Baby, touch me, touch me. Honey, touch me, tease me. Like you should want to be touched right now. That's not the same. Jasmina doesn't want to touch him, period. I know y'all want the numbers. And now it's starting to make me think, is this like in defense of the experts for just 2 seconds? Okay, because this is how my mind is working. Is it a thing where they have to have a certain amount of matches? Like, listen, y'all got to come through with at least 2 matches or this is going to happen. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, Seaway. I'm just wondering, is that what's happening here? Because why on earth are y'all trying to coerce these people to stay together? And Pastor Cal telling Katina, this is the kind of woman that you need. You hear me, boy? This is the kind of woman that you need. No, he doesn't hear you, and neither do we. And she's just sitting there smiling. No, you did that same thing with Paige, Pastor Cal. Stop that. Stop it. Okay? That causes you to lose all credibility. You need to cut that out. Child, I can't stand when he does that. I'm like, please stop telling these people that they need to stay together. True Wisdom 13 said, Misha, please don't cut the time short. Then I would have to spend time with my husband. Child, not you pulling a Jasmina. And I gotta watch the review. I ain't got time. Oh, child, this is a whole fool. Sean said, and they didn't want Isaac to be or to have a meltdown on stage. He seems very temperamental. His road rage might flare up. Roid rage, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know if he's that temperamental. I feel like he would have tried to debate them, but I don't think he would have pulled in Alyssa and just left. Kiki Girl said Katina is an abused woman. I watch enough Lifetime movies to know that an abuser will speak. Hold on, it went away. Because, child, when I tell you that's the truth, and, I try not to speak that on her, but that's what it looks like. That's really what it looks like. Monique said Paige was ready to be a stepmama by any means. Monique, I will never forget that. When that girl went in there and sat down when it was time for that showdown, smiling, talking about, you look pretty. Paige, give her nothing. Okay? She's the ops. Talking about she look pretty. Girl, she's sleeping with your old broccoli head husband. She does not look pretty. Tell I'm petty, honey. You ain't gonna look pretty on my watch. Absolutely not. Jay Vickers 67 said, oh, it's full of okay? He told Dr. Peppers that he wants Katina to stay herself when he has done everything there is to change everything about her. You better speak your speech. He is full of bull crap. And that's why when he speaks, I do not listen. I listen only for the fact that I need to relay it through my reviews. But other than that, he is full of crap. You don't want her to, I just want her to be who she is. And sometimes I feel like she says, what I think she thinks I want to hear. I really want her opinion. Elijah One, you have been testing this woman since the honeymoon, since the very first time when y'all did that stupid workout exercise. You are not Richard Simmons. If she does not want to smile while working out, that is the hell okay. If she does not want to horseback ride in her leggings because they are chafing, that is okay. If she wants to lay her wig down, that is fine. If she don't want to cook your damn meals because you've been out picking up garbage all day, that is okay too because she works as well. You need to be more accommodating to her. Once I see him start to give a little when it comes to her, then maybe I will be more inclined to listen to him. But since all he does is judge her and say what she needs to do, I don't want to hear it. I have never once heard him say, you know what, where I can do better is, where I can potentially grow is, the things that I have learned are no. Well, I mean, she's doing great. I've seen Katina grow so much. She's not on the football field. You are not her coach. You are not grooming her to play for a Division One school. Are you crazy? Why every time you get to talking about her, you seem like her coach? If you want a little league team, get some flyers together, pass them out throughout the neighborhood, put them little boys in some jerseys, and then you can cultivate a team, honey. She's your wife. I don't think he understands that. Every time I hear him, she's grown so much. She's really doing so much better. She was perfectly fine the way she was when you got her. Like, I don't oh, child, just go to hell respectfully. Child, I'm done. Amanda said the audacity cups. Honey, that's what they drinking out of over there on that after party. Child, I am done. Grace said, Ashley Shaw, we're gonna watch on Patreon Mondays. Oh yeah. Okay, so the ultimatum. I'm not going to be doing any reviews for it, but there is a watch along every Monday at 7 on Patreon. We will be watching all together. Mark A said all she needs is a bonnet, a helmet of salvation, and Katina will look like another prisoner, aka Derek Jackson's wife. Okay, and I think she finally broke free. I mean, but I ain't the one that got, so you ain't heard that from me. But I did do a little digging on the internets. So I mean, it's looking like they may not be together, but then I saw a few weeks ago that he had taken a picture of her and her afro. So, honey, they might be still fighting the power. Child, I have no idea. Jacqueline, thank you for the super chat. Child, it's a whole fool. Okay, wait a minute. Let me go on down. Hey, hi, Coco Bang Bang. I so want Katina to realize she deserves better. Me too. I really do. But you know what? Katina gets defensive if anybody tries to tell her anything about Isaac. She does not want to hear it. She don't want to hear it. She feels like, you know what? This is my marriage. And, with Elijah One steady saying, this is my marriage. We don't need to involve other people. While I respect that, I do respect that because it is your marriage. You're on a TV show. So, regardless to if we see 5 minutes of it, whatever they put together is what I'm going to go off of. So, I'm before people start being like, "Well, we all listen." That's not how this works. When you watch a show, we are giving commentary and we're giving our opinions based on the package that the producers put together. I'm not about to dig to see if maybe you treated her right off camera. Nope, not gonna do it. Because what you have shown to me is that you're incapable of treating her with respect. So I'm not about to call Katina on the phone so she can get the line to me. Absolutely not. I'm not about to dig for her to be treated right. Treat her right when we see it. That's it. That's all. I'm just not about to do that. Because every time we do some of these shows, people are like, well, it's the editing and maybe didn't. Nope. 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 You still have to give them something. The producers cannot just create an entire character for you unless this is a scripted show. Some of this is you. So, I mean, you have to just own it. Like, that's crazy. Erica Living Life said, all of that is canceled out, baby. Wait a minute. What? The chat is moving so fast, it just went away. T. Patrice said, please like Misha's live. Thanks, opinionators. Thank you so much, T. Patrice. Yeah, y'all, please like the live for me. Hold on, I'm going down in the chat, y'all, so I can catch your comments. Because we have like 3 minutes left. Jazzy speaks, this is the truth. Katina being silent, and to me, that speaks volumes. I absolutely agree with you. It's Seaway's world. Hey, Seaway, you are absolutely right. Katina is a prisoner of war. And we are not being dramatic, okay? You better speak your speech. Absolutely. Hold on, let me get into it. And the sadness in her eyes when they were at that volleyball place and she was just like sitting there, I was like, man, this is not cool. This is really not cool. She just seems so sad. And I mean, we can't want more for her than she wants for herself, though. Pamela said he's very aggressive. Absolutely. Isaac was throwing shots at Katina in every section of the grocery store. Is he stuck in seventh grade or does he just not like Katina at all? That's what I was wondering. But you know how the people like to tussle, child. So I kept it to myself. But I was thinking to myself, okay, stop it. Because, those jokes from a narcissist, let me tell y'all something. This guy on TikTok, he's a reformed narcissist. And I know y'all have probably seen him if you have been on TikTok at any time. His videos show up like all over the place. And he was saying that a narcissist will make jokes where they like belittle you and put you down, but it is 100% how they feel. But they mask it as a joke to throw off the intended target. And I started thinking about that ex. And I was like, he is so right. He used to always say things to me like that. Like, for example, he would say, he hates that, people would gravitate to me and I don't have to drink or smoke to have a good time. I have never once smoked a cigarette. I have never once touched any Mary Jane, honey, ever. Never. I had my first drink of alcohol when I was 23 years old. I just am a goofball. I like to dance. I like to twerk, honey. I'm gonna dance you down. Do y'all hear me? I'm gonna twerk you down to the ground, honey. I ain't gonna say I'm that classy, but I don't need all that to have a good time. And I remember one time we were out and he used to smoke, child. Okay. Ooh, child. Shout out to the loser. But he used to smoke and whatnot. And I remember one time he told me, yeah, hold on one second, child. My son is interrupting me. Y'all give me one moment. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, child, and I'm back. But he made some kind of snide comment, child. Made a little joke about me thinking that I was all that because, I didn't have to drink or smoke or something. He made some kind of stupid joke. And when I was watching this man's TikTok, it made me think about all the times he would like slick put me down because I used to kind of be like Katina in the beginning of my marriage, which is why I can say these things to Katina because I have been there. I remember that he wanted me to have blonde hair. I don't like blonde hair. That's just not for me. I like my hair to be black. I like a 1B child, a number two at the most. Okay. I'm like a natural girl. But he saw women with hair color and he was like, I think the blonde will look pretty on you. So you should do that. I'm like, okay, well, just call me Mary J. Blige, honey. I'm going down when you ain't around. So I put the blonde in. Tried to give myself the blonde judge, honey. Did anything that I could to make him interested. He was still cheating, still beating, still abusing, still belittling me. And I was always sad. So when I see, you know, um, Katina in a similar space, I feel bad for her. And those jokes that he was giving in that grocery store, it lends me to think that these are your true feelings. Especially when they got to them ribs, he was like, "Well, you always say you can. How do you season it?" I'm like, how does she season it? What do you mean?" But I mean, to Isaac's defense, child, she started out with salt and pepper, and I was like, "Katina, no, we're not gonna do salt and pepper. Absolutely not, honey." So I see myself in her space. And I was her. I'm telling y'all, okay? This is a transparent moment. I was definitely Katina. Anything, I was in love with that man. Do y'all hear me? Anything that he said he liked, I would do that. Okay? Because I was like, okay, you know, whatever he says, whatever you like, I was doing that. And this is before my son came and then hit the fan. Okay? And then one day, I was like, you got me fucked up. Okay, this ain't gonna work for me. And I woke up and I dusted off my good wig and went on by my business. And now I'm in hiding, child, but I'm in hiding and I'm happy. You understand? So I just feel like Katina needs to see this on her own. We can't make her want it. We can't tell her to do it. It's just not gonna work like that. But I feel like he's, partly jealous of Katina because them narcissists, baby, they be jealous. Okay. They're jealous of your successes. He's probably jealous of her job because, Katina got a good old job, honey, benefits and whatnot. So, I mean, according to his job title, he ain't hitting on nothing. So, I mean, he could be jealous of her. You just never know. So, I just feel like the two of them should say no. That's just the bottom line. And I don't like the way he spoke to Dr. Peppers. I don't like the way he always deflects. And he needs to get it together. Because I'm assuming that the two of them are still together the way that he speaks about her on the after party, but then that's to throw us off. So I mean, we really don't know. Donna D said, Misha, do you know why it is that it took you so long with that abuse? Low self-esteem, low esteem of my damn self. That's what took me so long. And he would always apologize and he would always treat me good for like a long stretch of time. Like it would be some abuse and then it would be some good treatment for about 3 or 4 months. And then there would be abuse again. And that's why I just really can't say, oh, well, you should just leave. It's not that easy. It's really not. It's not that easy. So for anybody who has gone through that, I understand, honey. I'm with you. I understand everything it is that you're going through. And baby, let me tell y'all, I had to pray my way through it, honey. I don't want to turn this into a sermon, but I was up every morning at 5 a.m. praying to God to please never let me answer another phone call. I don't want to go back over there. I'm not meeting nowhere. Don't call me. Don't email me. I had to block all communication. All of that. Even if that meant, him not being involved with our son. Honey, I gotta stay alive for my kid. Honey, it just ain't gonna work no other way. So yeah. But y'all now, today's date, oh child, that wouldn't work on me, honey. Absolutely hell no. Baby, that would never work on me today's date. When I tell you I got self-esteem through the roof, I still have my days, but at the end of it, now you will never be able to get me like that again, honey. Going into my 40s and still looking good, baby. Let me tell y'all something. I put my hair in a ponytail the other day and I was like, I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my baby. When I tell you I walk past the mirror, just like Cardi B said, walking past the mirror. Woo! Damn, I'm fine. Child, I was like, girl, get into it. And you know what I said to myself? I said, baby, 40 where? because y'all know I ain't got but a few more months to go, y'all. I am going to be 40 in September. And when I tell y'all, I looked in my full length mirror, honey, after I had just got through working out and I had did a few squats and see, I do my workout to trap music. Let me tell y'all something. Don't nothing get you going like some good old cardio or some party or some Megan Thee Stallion. If it's up, then it's stuck. Okay. And so I was squatting and whatnot and I got up and my legs was looking good, y'all. Okay. Cause I really have been consistent. This is story time. It's not really a story time. And baby, I looked at me and I said, girl, if you ain't looking like something, get into it. I was so proud. I went in there and I found my baby because you know your kids, they gonna hype you up, right? So I went in there where my son was. I was like, baby, mommy's about. I said, how old do you think mommy's about to be? And he said, I think like 29. I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna buy you a new PlayStation. Not the PlayStation 5 though, the real old one, but we're gonna still get you one. But I went in there and when he said 25, I said, okay, it's giving. It's giving 25. But baby, when I put my, because you know that ponytail give you an automatic facelift. If y'all ever want to look easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, put that hair in a tight ponytail and baby, whip that thing back and forth and step out on them boys. When I tell y'all, baby, my students used to be like, Miss Misha, get into it. I'm like, well, let's get into it if we're going to get into it then. So I'm just saying, honey, I came out and I'm just happy now. And for anybody that's going through it, honey, you can get out of it. You can feel better about yourself. And you can give yourself the judge that should be given. Don't let these dirt bags take you down. Katina, I'm speaking directly to you and your wig. Girl, I know we only see a few minutes of this show and we getting ready to end this live, honey, because it is not a weekend. It's a school night. So we got to hurry up and get on off. But Katina, I'm speaking directly to you. I don't know exactly what's happening in you and Elijah Wan's relationship. We can only go by what we see on the screen. But from what we see on the screen, he has a lack of respect for you. I would like for you to have a little bit of respect for yourself. And I'm saying this directly to you because in season 12, I thought that I was speaking to Paige and it was falling on deaf ears, but Paige was actually listening. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I know she was listening because it's personal. But Paige was listening to me. And baby, she's shining bright like a diamond. Okay. Going on over there to Paige Instagram. She's taking pictures, twirling around in a circle. She's moisturized and whatnot. Wigs are sitting right. So all I'm saying to you, Katina, is I don't know exactly what it is that you're going through. And I don't know what's happening in your marriage because that is your marriage. But do not let Elijah Wan take your identity. Okay. Please be authentically you. If he doesn't gravitate to who you are, that is not the relationship for you. It is hard to keep up a facade for the rest of your damn life. Okay. And I'm going to leave you with that. For better or for worse, because of who you are, not for better or for worse, because of who Isaac has groomed you to be. It don't work like that. And I don't like that. And as for you, Mr. Hairline, neck tattoo, have some damn respect for women. Would you like somebody to speak to your mom the way that you speak to the women on this show? And your demeanor on these after parties states to me that you are the same way off camera that you are on camera. And with that, I bid y'all adieu, honey. Because guess what? It is a school night. Child, I had so much fun talking to y'all. Honey, and speaking my speech, child, I had to tell y'all about my ponytail. I couldn't wait to tell somebody about that ponytail, honey. Because let me tell y'all something, honey. It's been a long time since I put my hand in a ponytail. And baby, I felt so good about myself. I felt good about myself, child. Oh, honey. K Woo said, marriage don't make you, but it can break you. K Woo, you better speak your speech, girl. That is definitely the truth. That is the truth. Y'all, I will catch y'all on our next live for Married at First Sight. I had so much fun. I think we went through all the couples. Katina, Elijah on the neck tattoo and the wig. We went through Michael and Jasmina and the non-touch of it all. Then we went through Mark, Lindsay, and the dancing cats. And Noy and Steve, and both of them being on the unemployment line when the government is not offering the additional $600. All right, y'all, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Thank y'all so much for joining me. This was wonderful to me. I am so happy I got to connect with y'all tonight. I will catch y'all on the flip side. Have a wonderful night. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace. Night, night, y'all.